Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and in this video we're taking a look at the performance of the recently released Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yes, a game that so many have been excited for, and it was just released a few hours ago on PC. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the settings and the exact performance that I got, and then we're gonna transition into some gameplay for you guys to enjoy if you want, or you could tune out after I'm done talking, up to you. But as a fighting game and a PC port, very solid port overall, especially considering my standards for fighting game ports on PC isn't too high. Maybe that's a bad thing, but nonetheless, Dragon Ball FighterZ performs really well on PC. If you go over to the settings, you don't have much to work with. For resolution, we're playing the game at 1440p. VSync was off, picture quality set to max, resolution scaling at 100, and everything else is set to max, although you don't have much to work with. Or alternatively, you can just optimize the settings for your hardware. I always recommend just tweaking with it yourself. But yeah, not too much to work with. I should mention that there is options for key binding. For whatever reason, if you want to play this game with a keyboard and mouse, I would highly not recommend that. I would recommend to play this game with a controller. Now, moving on to the actual performance, which is very good. Now, getting into the game itself. Now, by the way, system specifications will be in the description box. Just to give you a quick overview, i7, GTX 1080, 16 gigabytes of RAM, but full details in the description box. Now, when you're loading into the game, I would notice frame rate dips of around 48 to 50, but then when you actually get into the fighting gameplay, you're looking at a consistent 60 frames per second, which is great. Now, we are running the game on a higher end hardware, but keep in mind we're playing at a higher resolution, so if you're playing, say, at 1080p, should be a breeze for you to run. And I also want to mention before I sign out of this video, it looks like the community is pretty strong for this game. We're hovering around 40,000 at peak players. Now, the game just released, so obviously it'll dip down. Somebody on Twitter had the idea of now that it's at 40,000, it's probably going to stabilize at around 5,000, which is a very solid player base for a fighting game. I mean, there should be no issue with finding another person to play with online, which is like the main issue with PC fighters, that the online community would be a little inactive shortly after release. But with Dragon Ball FighterZ, looks like there's a solid community behind it, and we're only a few hours after release as of recording this video, so hopefully the player base continues to grow and it'll stabilize somewhere nice where the community is still active. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm gonna transition into some raw gameplay, so if you want, you can enjoy that. I would highly recommend to pick it up. The game is an absolute blast of joy, especially if you are a fan of Dragon Ball. You're gonna have a ton of fun. But this game, I should mention, is a little bit more technical than your typical Dragon Ball games, which have been arcadey in the past. This one actually has some technical nuances behind it, which I can very much appreciate. But that's gonna wrap this one up, guys. Enjoy the gameplay, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Okay, time to train. Good job. One more time. That's how it's done. That's all you got. Keep trying. Good training session. All or nothing! Go! Nice! won! We...
The battle's about to start! Good luck! Ready? Fight out!
Alright, give this a whirl! You've taken to this like a duck to water! Try this one next! Color me surprised! Keep trying! That's all you got? Man, you nailed it! One more time! That's more!
Fantastic!
That's more!
Get ready for battle! Ready? Fight out!
Show me how strong you are! Good job! That's all you got? Okay, on to the next one! Nice! Yeah, like that! Try this one next! Here goes! That's how it's done! How about this?